learning happens? How does the concept, how does the funda of learning happen? So it's either through the five senses, you hear something, you see something, you smell something, taste something, or you read something, or you write something, or you practice, or you discuss, or through emotion. Some emotion happens and you learn. Okay? So one of these 10 things need to happen, or combinations thereof, and then things happen in your brain and you learn. Okay? There is no 11th way. One of these things or combinations thereof have to happen, and therefore what we call learning happens. Right? Now, that's an artist's impression of what's inside your head, and those big blobs are the neurons and the strings are the dendrites. And now what exactly happens when you learn is, one neuron ka dendrite connects with another neuron ka dendrite through something called a synapse. Okay, it's like an electric current. And then it connects elsewhere and connects elsewhere and connects elsewhere, and a kind of a circuit is formed. So when you do something again and again, a kind of a circuit is formed in your brain, and that means that you have learnt it. Okay. Now when you do it more times, then that particular circuit is covered with a layer of fat. Who says fat is bad? Yeah. And it becomes faster. So you go from 2G speed to 3G speed through 4G speed. So someone wakes you up in the middle of the night and tells you what is your name, you say it right away, because that circuitry is very, very strong in your head. Okay. Or when you're going to start how to drive, it's all, you're paying attention to so many things. But once you know how to drive, because the circuitry is so strong, you don't have to think about it. Okay. So that's how learning happens. Cool. It's just a matter of your dendrites making the right connections and then strengthening the connections. That's it. That's what learning is all about. Okay. Now, it's interesting to note that you remember only 10% of what you read. Yeah. 20% of what you hear, and so on. 50% of what you see and hear. So hopefully you're going to remember 50% of this talk. Yeah. But 70% of what you discuss with others. So if you go out and actually talk, what did Baba say? Then you're going to get 70%. But 95% of what you teach. So I'm going to remember 95% of my talk. Right? Because I'm teaching. Okay. So teaching is a very cool way of making yourself popular and keeping the material with yourself.